My name's Jody, and I'm originally from Dartmouth. I'm now living in PEI. I'm currently a UPEI student completing my honors in psychology. I came to this conference this weekend because I'm working closely with Stacey as a research assistant, and also have had a lot of interest in her courses, and we share some of the same interests about curiosity and trust and vulnerability. This conference, for me, I feel I've really taken away the idea that we're having a community of people that are like-minded and are interested in the same topics. I'm finding it fascinating to see a mix of students and professors, and it seems to be a pretty well-balanced group of people, like equally students, equally professors that are enjoying the concept of inquiry-based learning. So I've been to a few different conferences, and my favorite thing about this one is the intimate feel, where we get a chance to talk and engage with each other about our passions and what we want to take away from this. It's a dynamic conference in the sense that as we learn more, we're changing and adapting to what we're learning and just what we're experiencing.
My name is Andrew Minigan. I'm the Director of Strategy at the Right Question Institute. We're a Cambridge, Massachusetts-based nonprofit that has developed a strategy that over 300,000 educators around the world are now using to teach students how to ask and use their own questions. I came to this conference to work with like-minded educators who are thinking about inquiry in higher education and how we can tap into that curiosity that is too often dormant in students. How do you have students take greater ownership over their learning? How do you stimulate greater curiosity in students? And how do you help them drive their own learning in new, exciting ways that can really bring greater joy to teaching and learning for students, but also for educators and faculty? And so I've learned a lot from educators about how do you integrate inquiry-based learning, or IBL, into activities, how do you integrate it into courses, as well as how do you integrate it into full programs. And we're really excited to take all the work that we've done over the course of the past 3 days with educators from all around Canada, as well as a few from the States, and how do we apply it into our learning, and how do we more effectively democratize access to inquiry-based learning so all educators can help promote these really great teaching and learning outcomes in their classrooms.
My name's Hannah Boley, and I'm a third-year psychology student at the University of Prince Edward Island, and I'm from Canoe Cove, PEI. I'm really happy to have been involved in this conference, and I've met so many interesting people who share the same passion for inquiry and learning and curiosity. I've learned so many new perspectives about inquiry and how to apply it to not only to my learning, but also to my life. And I think that everyone should be able to have an experience like this, because this is what learning is all about. It's not about reciting basic information and so you can just go to the test and get a good grade. You have to be able to apply this information that you're learning and be able to gain skills that will benefit you for the rest of your life.
My name is Pat Mayer, and I come from Cape Breton University. What brought me to this conference was really just an interest in meeting like-minded people who are working on inquiry-based learning and curiosity-related subjects. As a conference, it was fantastic. I mean, it's always fantastic when you have lively people having good discussion, definitely with full bellies from all the great food that we've had. I mean, the notion of a working conference was really true here. We got to hear from some experts, and then at the same time, we got to have discussions with whoever wanted to speak. There was no differentiation between students and faculty members and things like that. So it was a wonderful opportunity to engage in that sort of dialogue without borders.
Hi, I'm Robin Mueller. I'm a faculty member at the Taylor Institute for Teaching and Learning at the University of Calgary. I came to the conference because of my past work with Beth Archer-Kuhn as part of a community of practice in inquiry-based learning at our university. And I also teach in really immersive inquiry classrooms. as part of my work. So I was really interested in getting to know some other people from across the campus and also other universities in Canada who are doing this kind of work. I was interested in learning more about specific strategies to use in my classrooms and also in having some conversations about some of the constraints and opportunities for inquiry-based learning in higher education in different kinds of contexts. And I got all of that as part of the conference, so I'm really excited that I was able to come. I think the most important thing that I learned was connected to pragmatic strategies to really use when I came back to the classroom at the University of Calgary. I also really appreciated the working format of the conference because I was able to connect and really get to know people from across the country who are doing similar kinds of work as I am and who I could rely on as a kind of network of practice nationally in terms of figuring out how to work around structural constraints to do inquiry-based learning and how to really strengthen student experience in our classrooms. So yeah, awesome experience at the conference. Thank you.